So we apparently got an update from the editor of One Piece as to how far along the story is as far as that percentage wise that has been set, because for a while now it's been like, okay, One Piece is halfway done and there's still going to be many years to come, and we got from one of the people up there that know about the story and everything giving us a big update on it. So I'll read you the article and then I kind of talk about it, my thoughts and whatnot. In an interview with Japanese radio show Gold Rush, the manga's editor Suguru Sugita talked about what it was like working with One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda. When asked how far along the story was, Sugita replied, "He told me that the first part of the story, the part prior to the time skip, was around halfway through. That was about 60 volumes, so maybe we're at 70%? I don't think it's at 80% yet, something like that." Oda, who is 40, still has a ways to go on the manga. He works at a breakneck pace, only sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night, but he does know how the manga will wrap up and only reveals the ending to the editors. About 7 hours after Sugita became the editor of One Piece, Oda revealed the ending while talking on the phone. "He asked me whether there was anyone around," said Sugita. "I told him no, and he said, 'Alright, I don't have anyone around me either, so let's talk.' And then he told me." When asked whether or not it was true that Oda won't do another long-form manga when One Piece finishes, Sugita replied, "He hasn't decided, but he said he probably wouldn't be able to write one. He's already been going on for about 18 years, so just how old will he be by the time it's all over? I think it's more of a question as to whether he'd be able to write another long serialization after that, realistically speaking." So I guess the main two pieces of information we got from this one is definitely where the series is at right now. We still got about 30% more, which that's arguable, because at the end of the day, sometimes the manga say, "Oh, well, we're about this way through," and then next thing you know, they change it up completely. Like the writer of Magi at one point said, "Oh, we're almost about like a quarter of the way," and then next thing you know, talking about we're halfway there. So it really just depends on what's going on and what the health is like of the author, for that matter. And I remember hearing that Oda said at one given point that he probably wouldn't write a long series after One Piece, that he did want to do maybe like a short about mechs and stuff like that. But I agree 100% with the editor. I think that he's just going to be way too old and incapable of doing another long-running series. I mean, One Piece, when it ends, this motherfucker is going to be old as shit, and he's not going to be able to do so. So definitely it's saying that One Piece still has a long ways to go, which we kind of already knew for the most part. I mean, getting a percentage-wise, like, we're not at 80% yet. We're about 70-something percent there. I guess it's a good update for us. And I mean, again, I really don't expect Oda to do anything long-term after One Piece. I think he's going to be more like Toriyama in the background, maybe once in a blue doing a one-shot, but I completely agree. The editor hit it right on the head. And also, I think it's kind of cool that aside from Oda, only these editors, like the selected few, the chosen few, know what the ending of One Piece is going to be. And I would be a fool to even theorize what that would be, because at the end of the day, Oda always has twists and turns. It could be Luffy dies. It could be all the Straw Hats get sucked into a vacuum and we find out this is all a little boy's dream. Who the fuck knows what the ending of One Piece is going to be? Let me know what you guys think. If it is at 70-something% right now, do you think that you're still going to be into reading it at that particular point when it ends 30-something% of the way there? I mean, if it's 18 years that he's been going and there's still 30-something% left, then we have quite a few years until One Piece is over, which, I mean, I'm fine with it. The journey's fun as fuck. So yeah, and your overall thoughts of this one. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.